Okay, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. Hope all slept well. Today is December the 14th, and today is art. Leave today. 12. No. Yes. Yes. Today is part 12 of my journey to becoming a voice actor. It is part 12, which is crazy. That means we've done 12 of these streams already. It's just the beginning. Here, I've got a little. Decided to make the background here a little nicer. Up a bit for the holidays. I think it looks nice. Nice fireplace there. Okay, so plan for today. Sorry for starting a little bit late, but just had to get through the warm-ups. So before every stream, I do at least 10 like bugged out there for usually I'll do 10 to 12 minutes of warm-ups before I even start. And the reason why I do that um helps a yeah, that helps a little. Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so plan for today is I got a fun script ready to go. So I think what I'm gonna do today is similar to what I did to last stream. I'm going to do character work at the start for the first half, and then the second half I'm going to read from this book here. Um, I've been enjoying reading it, and it's great practice for voice acting because um, reading books is, at least in my mind, it's one of the most difficult things to do consistently. Is it you're not only, if we're talking about like audiobooks wise, um it's one of the hardest gigs audiobook because it's a lot of work. A lot of work. You have to not You're not just reading it, right? you also have to edit it. So it's hours and hours of recording. And then on top of that, for all those hours, I've actually learned this recently. Of course, I'm is editing should take you about 6 times the time to record. So, for example, let's go into Audacity, right? Let's say, blah blah blah. I'm just speaking, I'm just saying my thing, blah 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 blah. No, whatever. Cool, cool. Go until okay. So this 15-second clip, the standard is this should take you, you know, 6 times the amount of time to edit. So if this is a 15-second clip, my math is not fantastic. Okay. It should take you a little over a minute just to edit this. Or a minute and a half roughly to edit this together. But a better example would be like, let's say I record it for a minute. It should take me no more than 6 minutes to edit that entire minute clip. No more than 6 minutes. And once you get in that pace, you can start editing faster and just improving the quality of the recordings. Like, you'll see me. There'll be times on stream where I'm not really saying much. That's because I'm just focused and dialed into editing the clips that I do, getting rid of those plosives, getting rid of the breaths, applying the 4 edits that we have to do every time. Okay, so the script I have for today is from Batman Arkham City. This is one of my favorite games of all time, by far. I remember playing this when it came, and I remember it being a 10 out of 10 game. I'll have to replay it sometime. On Steam, I've put like, I think over 60 hours into it because it's such a good game. Like, Rocksteady knows their shit when it comes to making good Batman games. Well, except for Gotham Knights. That was crap. To be fair, though, like, I don't think they really knew how to properly follow up Arkham. No, it's like, how do you follow up? I wouldn't. I'd have to. Okay. So this scene here, how about you guys can understand what I'm talking about? Let's pull up that scene that uh I do not spoilers from. Okay. So, um here's the scene I'm talking about. Only in 720. Here we go. So this is an iconic scene from the game. This is when we track down Joker to the Ace Chemicals, and yeah, I mean you'll see what happens. I'm actually gonna shrink for just a little bit. There we go. We'll shrink my camera just a little bit. I'm gonna share with you now this video. One, boom. Okay, so for obvious reasons, I won't be voicing Harley. I don't think I'm the right. Listen.
The shows.
Better quality. Okay, whatever. I guess we're watching in 720. Sorry, guys. All right. So this is an iconic scene because this is where in the point in the game where we're basically finding out that something's not quite right with Joker. Got something planned.
Get back here, Harley.
And I want to know who he is, sweetie.
No one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun? It was all a lie.
So this is where it starts, where Batman's like, a lie. Nothing.
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too. Bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch!
I don't know why, but that kind of looks worse. I just that's so weird. I don't know why that cutscene looks worse in the remastered one.
Think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun? It was all a lie.
Yeah, this looks so much better. Oh my god. Yeah, it's weird. The Return to Arkham, it just looks like they made them into Play-Doh characters. Oh, why? Okay, here we go. Now you guys are actually gonna see this properly. Okay, now let's watch this in proper HD, the proper detail. So, what we're trying to get at here is we want to get the cadence down and the pacing. So, we're doing two characters. So, I'm doing Batman and Joker. Now, the Joker is the more prominent actor slash character in this particular scene because he's basically telling Batman, oh, like, my blood's in you too now, so now you have to find a cure. And then he's like, I'm fine if we both die. And he says, oh, really? I don't think you will be because my blood is actually all over the city now. Oh, you.
Get back here, Harley. Yeah, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should I care?
Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, Bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch!
I'm listening.
Is someone feeling a little down?
What do you want?
Oh, Bat, cheer up. It won't kill you. Oops.
Where is the cure? Who has it?
I had our cold-hearted friend Mr. Freeze making it, but he's gone dark on me.
I'll find him.
I bet you. Ooh, I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. A hotline straight to my bestest friend in the world. Just think, I can call you up whenever I get bored.
Now, that's the thing about that game, too. It's not just that the story was good, or the combat was good, or the atmosphere was good. On top of all that, they have all these fucking sequences, with, like, Joker calling you and just, like, listening to the dialogue. Like, imagine how many pages the script must for all those lines of dialogue. That's hundreds and hundreds of pages. Crazy. Okay, so the scene goes from, let's see, goes from about
No one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
so 547.
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, But you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should...
It was all a lie.
5:47 until...
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know that I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch!
Boom. And then ends there. Okay, so 5:40. Actually, long. Yeah, around that. Around 1:30. For what we want to do, at least. Okay, so now comes the part where we have to study this and we have to try and nail down the timing, which is the most difficult part, nailing down the time. And we have to do it in the voices. So Joker's voice, I'm not trying to completely copy Mark Hamill. Obviously, Mark Hamill is a legend when it comes to voice acting. He is the Joker. Mark Hamill is like, no one can beat him for that. But I can certainly try to get close to that with my own. What we're gonna do. So Batman starts off. He's in the chair. Like, all a lie. It was all a lie. There's nothing. It was all a lie. There's nothing. Okay. So let's get Audacity open. I'm gonna stop sharing that specifically. We'll go to Audacity now. Okay, let's just see how this sounds. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that sounds a bit. That's way too quiet. Whoa. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why is it so quiet? That's weird. Let's try this. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay, now let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, didn't I say? Oh, didn't I say? What the hell is going on? That is weird. I should not have to. I should not have to be open on something. Why it's I have no idea why it's doing. Let's try this again. On now. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Still so quiet. I'm so confused. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what seems to be happening is it looks like there's a built-in hard limit or something. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm so confused. Oh, my recording level's at 34%. Wait, what? Okay, that's why. Yeah, no kidding. Jesus. It's like, why is it doing that? Okay, now let's try. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing. There we go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing. That's way better. That is a million times better. I was like, there's no way that it's recording at that. That makes 0 sense. Okay. That is a lot better. So let's here, I'll just do this a little bit. Okay. Actually, you know what? This will look better on the corner here. All right. So it was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. How nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Ugh. Alrighty. Oh man. Oh. Okay. Enough fucking around. Actually, I need the headphones on. Usually this is where I take them off, but I need to be able to hear. We're gonna try and follow along. We're not gonna record just yet. We're just gonna practice following along with the video. Alright, here we go.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Oh, whoops. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice
Easy to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. Stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Okay, let's try it muted. Because now there's a teeny little bee of it to you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath, knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I spent weeks sending samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch. Okay. So, obviously, time is a little rough there. You know what? While I'm practicing, it probably isn't that entertaining just to watch this screen. So, I will share the screen here. Here we go. This is what we're practicing. All right. Here we go. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say. But you of all people should know, there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now, there's a teeny little bit of me into two bats? Oh, come on, don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch! All right, so we're getting there. A few parts that we're missing the timing on, but other than that, we're doing pretty well. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Here we go again. So this is the labor intensive part, right? Because every time I'm doing one of these, I gotta get this down, right? Same thing with the Force Unleashed stuff. So I'm actually not even recording these shorts yet because my plan is I want to record it in the new room where it's better noise floor. I still need to set up settings for Audacity though on there before I even do anything. But once that's all set up, which I'm hoping to set up by today, it's going to be great. It's going to sound fantastic. This sound quality is going to be way better. Noise floor is going to be better. And it's just overall going to be better experience. So yeah, that is the plan with that. And I actually just had an idea. No, that wouldn't work because I still need to be able to read. Unless I print it off. Okay. I just had an idea come up though, which I'm going to suggest. Alright, let's give this another go. You know, this time I will... You see? See what I mean? Look at this. Look at this shit. It's recommending me the Valhalla. I don't want to see that. Stop showing me this. Not interested. Oh my god, man. It's an hour and a half of cutscenes. That's crazy for the Valhalla DLC. If you haven't played it, it's free DLC. It's amazing. I've played a couple hours already. It's so good. It is so good. It's so cool. Anyways, back to this. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know, there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now, there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats! Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath, knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Alright, not bad. Little slow on the timing still, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Nice of you to say. We are getting there. It was a lie. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath, knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Oh, man. It's a fun scene to act. And Batman's dead. He's just dead. That's the end of the game, guys. You play for 30 minutes and then you die. Joker kills you. It's such a good plot hook when you think about it, though. Like, he's like, oh, so what? We both die now? That's fine. That means you won't hurt people anymore. And you're the one that's doing it to yourself. I didn't do this to you. And he's like, oh, well, that'd be nice, except for the fact now you have to worry about all these other people. But so it's like, it's so good. Everything about this game is good. The story is amazing. And the last boss fight is way better than Asylum's. They made a huge improvement. And if you play the game, the very first scene where you see that painting, it's a direct foreshadow to what happens at the end of the game. So good. All right, here we go. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath, knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10, poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. And Batman's dead. And he's just gone. All right. A few more times practicing this, and then we're going to try recording it in unison and get the timing down for sure. Oh, there's a few lines that I'm still trying to get down. Mainly Jokers, the timing of them, they got to come out a specific speed, pacing. Yeah, pacing. That's the word I'm looking for. They got to come out properly. So that's what we're trying to go for. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Okay. So, here we go. Once again. Here we go once again. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know. There's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now, there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats! Oh, come on! Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted! Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath, knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10, poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Okay, that was definitely our best take. That was really good. One thing though, I think there's a, let me try and find the part. It's when he goes here. Yeah, are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. It's like a very quick delivery. So let's start from here. That's it. Your Batman voice is down, Pat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Joker voice is a bit more difficult. Because I'm not trying to completely, like, I don't want to completely copy Mark Hamill's Joker. Obviously, I'm not anywhere near that level. I'm not. I've got a much deeper voice. So to do Joker is actually like, it's pushing myself quite a bit. Because I can do it, but it is very difficult still. But I like the fact that it's difficult because it means that it gives me something to work towards. Oh shit, I just noticed that. You can see the phone already strapped to his chest. That's such a cool detail. I never noticed that the phone was there the whole time. That's cool. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So let's see. I want to practice that one specific part. The only thing with Batman voice is like half an octave lower. Half an octave lower, and it'll be like literally the same. Yeah. Well, listen, like Kevin Conroy is the fucking goat of Batman voices. Like he is, and will always be Batman. Rest in peace to him. But yeah, no, half an octave lower, absolutely, yeah. He had such a good, like, that deep range. That was his thing, and I have that deep range. I can go lower. I just need to push myself. So let's just, we'll try with Joker here. This is actually a line I need to work on with Joker. So, look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch. I'm still gonna work on that. Oh, you just ended up on my feed. Grats. Oh, awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, so. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I guess the algorithm's doing its thing. Welcome. I'm glad you guys decided to tune in. But yeah, I'm basically, to get you up to speed what I'm doing, I am doing a scene from Arkham City. We love it. We love it when YouTube does that. Good algorithm, yeah. Well, I've been doing this. This is part 12. So this is my 12th live stream. I started this a few weeks ago. I've been doing it Monday to Thursday past 2 weeks, so I'm glad more people are finding it. It's awesome. And join me on this journey of me becoming better and better at voice acting. I'm trying to become a voice actor. So the scene I'm doing is from Arkham City. If you guys have played it before, it's when Joker, we find out, oh, like, there's nothing wrong with you, Joker. And it's like, oh, actually there is. And then this is basically introducing the plot. That's a creepy fucking photo. That is a creepy still. It's when we find out the plot of the game, essentially. Joker's like, okay, time for the plot. All right, so let's give this another go, and then we're going to try to record this in Audacity. So I'll switch the screen over to Audacity, and then you guys will get to see the whole process there. All right, here we go. It was all... Oh, I already messed up. Okay. I got it. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me and you too, Bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch. All right. So obviously not the best Joker voice. So I apologize for that. But Batman voice is pretty good. I can do pretty good Batman. Joker, I mean, Joker is notoriously a very hard character to voice. He is one of the hardest characters to voice in, like, just in general. Because, I mean, you've got, like, Mark Hamill. You've got Troy Baker actually did a really good job. He did a good Joker. Warhammer 40k Heroes in the Imperium Part 3 is seriously good. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I love Warhammer 40k. I want to do more scenes for sure. Oh, you're watching from Australia. Holy shit. Damn. Okay, man. Well, 100%. Hey, tune into the next stream if you can. Or well, I guess it would be 2 a.m. then. But yeah, you could tune in next time, or yeah, I probably should clip some of my live streams for shorts too, huh? But I've got more shorts on the way, and yeah, definitely check out my other stuff and subscribe if you guys want to see more. Update profile pic and banner, yeah. Yeah, it probably needs a bit of an update. It's a bit old. I have a good profile picture I taken just recently. All right, well, take it easy, my friend. Have a good rest of your morning, I guess. Okay. All right, I think it's time for us to try and start recording for real. So let's give ourselves a buffer. Okay, maybe not that. Pause screen. Maybe not there. Okay. Let's oh. Amazing. Thank you for the subscription, Kat. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. All right. Let's switch to. That's cool. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that still works. Wasn't sure if the notifications would go through or not. Okay, so let's actually try recording in Audacity now. So here we go. I guess I could still, actually, yeah, I could still have this open here for you guys. It's a bit more interesting than looking at Audacity. So let's go over here. Let's give ourselves a bit of buffer time. All right. And then we'll go forward. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats! Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be in touch. All right. Let's switch over to Audacity now, because I think it's about time I showed you guys what's going on here. Okay, so now let me move this over here. Okay, so now we get the headphones on. We're doing the editing. So a little bit of that. So let's apply our core edits. We get the noise profile from that selection there, which basically just means we're getting an idea of the sound level. And then we want to apply noise reduction. So the noise floor, or I mean, my teacher doesn't like me to refer to this, but it's the easiest way to describe it. The background noise is lowered that way. Okay, and then the next thing we do, you see these peaks here, these like mountaintop, super sharp icicle peaks. We don't want those, so we're gonna hard limit it. Those are gonna come down immediately, and then we're going to do some funky effects here. We're applying a short compressor, which basically gives more body to the voice. Think of a compressor like extra ingredients you add to a soup. You know, you can just have a regular chicken broth soup, but if you add like mushrooms and other vegetables and, you know, garlic and all that, you build up like that umami flavor. It just gets better and better and better. And that's basically what it is. So, okay. Let's see here. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats! Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison I love how I just immediately go from Joker to so that's Protocol 10. Like, it's so funny. Oh my god, listening back. That's great. I love that. To emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Okay, so not bad. Honestly, not bad. Pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty good. Obviously the Joker voice could be a bit better. There's lots of improvements to be made, of course. This is just the rough draft though. I have a whole bunch of different shorts planned. I've got some Star Wars shorts I'm going to be recording once I get the space set up over there and I do all the settings and everything. I'm going to record there. It's going to sound way better. At least that's my hope. I've got big stuff planned. Lots of new shorts, but hey Slashed, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. All right. Take my blood, for example. So the beginning here, nice of you to say. I need a better intro. It's like, nice of you to say. Nice of you to say. Instead of nice of you to say. Doing homework. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but well, hopefully I can provide some background noise or entertainment while you're doing homework. You'll be hearing a lot of Batman and Joker, or attempts at it at least. I'm doing a scene from Arkham City, if you've ever played that game. If you haven't, I'd recommend it. If you're into playing games at all. It was all a... We'll keep this, actually, because this isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. So we'll try again. Because I was actually pretty happy with that. Most times when I do a first take, I'm not too happy, but I think it's the fact that we practiced over and over and over again until, you know, we got it down. So that's essentially what we're doing. Let's go back a bit. Back. Give ourselves a buffer time here. All right. Headphones come off. We want to hear the full range of our voice. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. All right. Okay, here we go. Wait. Now I'm just thinking about this now. You said post my live streams. Does that mean... Are they not visible? No, they are. No, my live streams are visible. They're all there. Yeah, so guys, like, if you want to check out my other streams, they're all on my channel. Just, you should be able to just go under, like, here, let me, this is actually a good time to check. Let's see. If I go here, I go to my channel. Live. Yeah. YouTube automatically posts all my live streams. So if you go to my live, you can see they're all going to be here. So if you want to check out my other stuff, feel free to check it out there. Yeah. But I do want to update my banner. Yeah. I think it's time for an update for that for sure. Okay. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. Not worried about that right now. Not really. So. Let's get this scene down. We got about just under... Well, I got about like 15 minutes or so until our first break here. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty. Give ourselves some buffer room. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. If wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. All right. Let's take a look here now. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. If wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10, Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Okay, so I want to listen to the first one again, actually. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. Yeah, that's the really good part. I need your help. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I need your help. Time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10, Poison Gotham. I can't. It's just going from Joker to Batman so suddenly is so funny to me. Over the city. So that's Protocol 10, Poison. Oh my god, that's too good. Too good. So that's Protocol 10, Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Alright, well, let's just edit this. You of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. So one thing I have learned from one of my teachers is for acting in video games, I mean, from what he's taught me, he's like, you know, try to remove all breaths. Like, you want to get rid of all breaths and plosives. But he told me for video games and animation specifically, it's different. Because your character's going to be breathing a lot, and it's all cards are on the table. Where somebody would. This would. This stuff is killing me. But it still sounds nice, you know, when we clean this up. Why should I care? Without the breaths, like, it still sounds really good. And I need to do this anyways because I'm doing two characters. I'm doing two different characters. Usually this would be two separate actors, right? Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy. They would be separately doing their own thing. But because I'm doing both, I have to take these breaths for the characters. Now, if I was just doing Batman, I could do silent breaths and I wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. But because I'm doing both characters and it's a conversation, it's a lot more intense. Excuse me. Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken. Close and then it was taken. And then it was taken. And it was taken from me. So we both. So we both. So we. So we both. So. So we both. So. So we. So we both. So we both die. So we both die. I'm fine with that. So we. So we. So we both. So we both. So we both die. So we both die. There we go. Fixed it. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? About. Oh, didn't I? Oh, that's a breath. About. Oh, didn't I say? I've spent. Hey, I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Oh, God. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. 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 I'll be in touch. In touch. I'll be in touch. touch! I'll be in touch! Alright, now let's listen to it with all those edits we've just done.
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should I care?
Because now, there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats! Oh, come on, don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be in touch. Okay. Oh, we're actually past an hour and a half. Nice. So I think this is a good time to take a small break. So I will take about 10 minutes or so, and then when I come back, we'll try to nail this character down, and then I think finish off with some reading. I think that's the plan. So I will see you guys in about 10 minutes or so. Okay, we are back. A little bit longer break, but was much needed. I actually updated the banner because yes, it's an old banner. It needed needed change. Let's see how this looks now. I actually like that. Honestly, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. The neon blue light. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let us try once again to try and get this down. So the most important thing here is with Joker's voice. Nice of you to say, but you of all people. So don't do that. But you of all people should know. Take my blood, for example. That part is good. Take my blood. Take my blood, for example. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look. We're running out of time. Yeah. Need that, like, worriness. I need that worriedness in him, because he's like, he wants to live. Look. We're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing... Alright. We get the idea. We get the idea. We know what we need to do. So let's do it. Gotta trim my beard. Alright. I'm gonna get rid of this one because I wasn't a huge fan of that. Actually, no. No. We can just collapse these. There we go. Alright. Here we go again. I'll leave it on Audacity for now. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff's killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit Speed aid too fast. Too fast. I'm already rushing. Are you a rusher or a dragger? Or are you gonna be on my time? It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff's killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch. Okay, editing time. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff's killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me. So we both die. I'm fine with that. Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city. So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more. Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch. Yeah, that one isn't great. I feel like the best take was definitely the first one. This one was definitely the star of the show. The only issue with this take though is some of the timing is a bit off.
It was all a lie.
But
There's nothing wrong with you.
nice of you to say.
But you of all people should know.
Yeah, that's
there's
the only part I really don't like is that. I guess I could re-record it if I go like this and then I split it here. Nice of you to say. 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 Nice of you to say.
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say.
But you of all people should know.
Nice of you to say. Nice of you to say.
But you of all people should know. But you of all people should know. There's plenty wrong with me.
Take my blood, for example. Nice of you to say. Nice of you to say. Hey, nice of you to say.
Nice of you to say.
Nice of you to
but
say.
you of all people should know. There's plenty wrong with me.
Take my blood, for example.
I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now, there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats! Oh, come on, don't tell me it's not what you always wanted.
Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10?
Never heard of it.
Hold tight. Yeah. I'll be in touch. That's solid. I like that take a lot. That sounds really good. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go export specifically this. Specifically, these do not export the other two. Well, we'll see if it does that or not. We'll call this Arkham City Joker plot. V1, V number 1, version 1, and then in brackets, rough draft.
it's a rough copy. Okay, let's make sure, to be honest with ourselves, that it uploaded properly. Whoops. I did not mean to open Discord. Where is it here? There we go. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you. Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me. Why should I care? Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I need... Okay. Alright, well that exported properly, so that's good. Alright, we've got just under an hour left to go, so I think this is a good time to do some reading, which we will do right after I head to the washroom. So I'll see you in a quick sec.
Okay, and we're back once again. All right. So now is the time where, we've got the fire. The only thing we're missing, there's one thing, guys, we're missing, right? We got the background, we got the tree, we got the stockings, we got the fireplace, but, I don't really hear the fireplace. So I think we're missing one thing in particular. Sorry, just checking something. Big stretch. Okay. Let us read for a bit. All right, so thing we're missing is the following. We need to find all right, get a nice cup of hot cocoa, maybe a warm blanket. I'm gonna put my sweater on. I'm feeling a little. Now I'm going to share a different screen because you guys do not need to see Audacity. For this, you want to see something nice. I've got just the thing. All right. Sit back, enjoy. I read to you more of The Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. Last we left off, we read through the rest of the ground book. which talked about the different ways to approach combat with your longsword, with the way of the longsword, the 5 attitudes. Yeah, is the way of the longsword was essentially what we last talked about. And now we are on what is known as the these are the 4 different cuts. Unless I am missing a page here. These are the different cut techniques when in one-on-one. All right. We will begin recording. The flowing water cut. The flowing water cut is used when you are struggling blade to blade with the enemy. When he breaks and quickly withdraws, trying to spring with his longsword, expand your body and spirit, and cut him as slowly as possible with your longsword. Following your body like stagnant water. You can cut with certainty if you learn this. You must discern the enemy's grade. The continuous cut. When you attack the enemy, and the enemy also attacks and your swords spring together, in one action cut his head, hands, and legs. When you cut several places with one sweep of the longsword, it is the continuous cut. You must practice this cut. It is often used. With detailed practice, you should be able to understand it. The fire and stones cut. The fire and stones cut means that when the enemy's longsword and your longsword clash together, you cut as strongly as possible without raising the sword even a little. This means cutting with the hands, body, and legs, all 3 cutting strongly. If you train well enough, you will be able to strike strongly. The red leaves cut. The red leaves cut, alluding to falling, dying leaves, means knocking down the enemy's longsword. The spirit should be getting control of his sword. When the enemy is in a longsword attitude in front of you and intent on cutting, hitting, and parrying, you strongly hit the enemy's sword with the fire and stones cut. Perhaps in the design of the no design, no conception cut. If you then beat down the point of his sword with a sticky feeling, he will necessarily drop the sword. If you practice this cut, it becomes easy to make the enemy drop his sword. You must train repetitively. The body in place of the longsword. Also the longsword in place of the body. Usually, we move the body and the sword at the same time to cut the enemy. However, according to the enemy's cutting method, you can dash against him with your body first, and afterwards cut with the sword. If his body is immovable, you can cut first with the longsword, but generally, you hit first with the body, and then cut with the longsword. You must research this well and practice hitting. Cut and slash. To cut and slash are two different things. Cutting, whatever form of cutting it is decisive, with a resolute spirit. Slashing is nothing more than touching the enemy. Even if you slash strongly, and even if the enemy dies instantly, it is slashing. When you cut, your spirit is resolved. You must appreciate this. If you first slash the enemy's hands or legs, you must then cut strongly. Slashing is in spirit the same as touching. When you realize this, they become indistinguishable. Learn this well. Chinese monkey's body. The Chinese monkey's body is the spirit of not stretching out your arms. The spirit is to get in quickly, without in the least extending your arms, before the enemy cuts. If you are intent upon not stretching out your arms, you are effectively far away. The spirit is to go in with your whole body. When you come to within arm's reach, it becomes easy to move your body in. You must research this well. Glue and lacquer emulsion body. The lacquer work, which takes its name from Japan, was used to coat furniture and home utensils, architecture, weapons, and armor. The spirit of glue and lacquer emulsion body is to stick to the enemy and not separate from him. When you approach the enemy, stick firmly with your head, body, and legs. People tend to advance their head and legs quickly, but their body lags behind. You should stick firmly so that there is not the slightest gap between the enemy's body and your body. You must consider this carefully. To strive for height. By to strive for height is meant, when you close with the enemy, to strive with him for superior height without cringing. Stretch your legs, stretch your hips, and stretch your neck face to face with him. When you think you have won, and you are the higher, thrust in strongly. You must learn this. To apply stickiness. When the enemy attacks, and you also attack with the longsword, you should go in with a sticky feeling and fix your longsword against the enemy's as you receive his cut. The spirit of stickiness is not hitting very strongly, but hitting so that the longswords do not separate easily. It is best to approach as calmly as possible when hitting the enemy's longsword with stickiness. The difference between stickiness and entanglement is that stickiness is firm and entanglement is weak. You must appreciate this. Let's see how that sounded. The flowing water cut. The flowing water cut is used when you are struggling blade to blade with the enemy. When he breaks and quickly withdraws, trying to spring with his longsword, expand your body and spirit. We'll call that. Alright, let us continue. The body strike. The body strike means to approach the enemy through a gap in his guard. The spirit is to strike him with your body. Turn your face a little aside and strike the enemy's breast with your left shoulder thrust out. Approach with a spirit of bouncing the enemy away, striking as strongly as possible in time with your breathing. If you achieve this method of closing in with the enemy, you will be able to knock him 10 or 20 feet away. It is possible to strike the enemy until he is dead. Train well. 3 ways to parry his attack. There are 3 methods to parry a cut. First, by dashing the enemy's longsword to your right, as if thrusting at his eyes when he makes an attack. Or to parry by thrusting the enemy's longsword towards his right eye with the feeling of snipping his neck. Or when you have a short longsword, without worrying about parrying the enemy's longsword, to close with him quickly, thrusting at his face with your left hand. These are the 3 ways of parrying. You must bear in mind that you can always clench your left hand and thrust at the enemy's face with your fist. It is necessary to train well. To stab at the face. To stab at the face means, when you are in confrontation with the enemy, that your spirit is intent on stabbing at his face, following the line of the blades with the point of your long sword. If you are intent on stabbing at his face and body will become rideable. When the enemy becomes rideable, there are various opportunities for winning. You must concentrate on this. When fighting and the enemy's body becomes as if rideable, you can win quickly, so you ought not to forget to stab at the face. You must pursue the value of this technique through training. To stab at the heart. To stab at the heart means, when fighting and there are obstructions above or to the sides, and whenever it is difficult to cut, thrust at the enemy. You must stab the enemy's breast without letting the point of your long sword waver, showing the enemy the ridge of the blade square on, and with the spirit of deflecting his long sword. The spirit of this principle is often useful when we become tired or for some reason our long sword will not cut. You you must understand the application of this method. To scold. Toot toot. Scold means that when the enemy tries to countercut as you attack, you countercut again from below as if thrusting at him, trying to hold him down. With every quick timing you cut, scolding the enemy. Thrust up. Tut! And cut. Tut! This timing is encountered in time and time again in exchanges of blows. The way to scold tut tut is to time the cut simultaneously with raising your long sword as if to thrust the enemy. You must learn this through repetitive practice. The smacking parry. By smacking parry is meant that when you clash swords with the enemy, you meet his attacking cut on your long sword with a ti-dum rhythm, smacking his sword and cutting him. The spirit of the smacking parry is not parrying or smacking strongly, but smacking the enemy's long sword in accordance with his attacking cut, primarily intent on quickly cutting him. If you understand the timing of smacking, however hard your long swords clash together, your sword point will not be knocked back even a little. You must research sufficiently to realize this. There are many enemies. There are many enemies applies when you are fighting against many. Again, you are fighting one against many. Musashi is held to be the inventor of the two-sword style. His school is sometimes called Nito-ryu, two-sword school, and sometimes Niten-ryu, two-heaven school. He writes that the use of two swords is for when there are many enemies, but people practice a style of fencing with a sword in each hand to give practical advantage in fencing. Musashi used the words two swords when meaning to use all one's resources in combat. He never used two swords when up against a skilled swordsman. Draw both sword and companion sword, and assume a wide-stretched left and right attitude. The spirit is to chase the enemies around from side to side, even though they come from all four directions. Observe their attacking order, and go meet first those who attack first. Sweep your eyes around broadly, carefully examining the attacking order. Cut left and right alternatively with your swords. Waiting is bad. Always quickly reassume your attitudes to both sides. Cut the enemies down as they advance, brushing them in the direction from which they attack. Whatever you do, you must drive the enemy together, as if tying a line of fishes, and when they are seen to be piled up, cut them down strongly, without giving them room to move. Excuse me. Oh. Guys. Oh, good old winter time. You know? Good old winter time. Alright, let's keep going. The advantage when coming to blows. You can know how to win through strategy with the longsword, but it cannot be clearly explained in writing. You must practice diligently in order to understand how to win. Oral tradition. The true way of strategy is revealed in the longsword. Other kendo schools also have oral traditions as opposed to teachings passed on in formal technique. One cut. You can win with certainty with the spirit of one cut. It is difficult to attain this if you do not learn strategy well. If you train well in this way, strategy will come from your heart, and you will be able to win at will. You must train diligently. Direct communication. The spirit of direct communication is how the true way of the Nito Ichi school is received and handed down. Oral tradition. Teach your body strategy. To learn how to win with the long sword and strategy, first learn the 5 approaches and the 5 attitudes, and absorb the way of the long sword naturally in your body. You must understand spirit and timing, handle the long sword naturally, and move body and legs in harmony with your spirit. Whether beating 1 man or 2, you will then know values and strategy. Study the contents of this book, taking 1 item at a time, and through fighting with enemies you will gradually come to know the principle of the way. Deliberately, with a patient spirit, absorb the virtue of all this, from time to time raising your hand in combat. Maintain this spirit whenever you cross swords with an enemy. Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road. Study strategy over the years and achieve the spirit of the warrior. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. Next, in order to beat more skillful men, train according to this book, now not allowing your heart to be swayed along a sidetrack. Even if you kill an enemy, if it is not based on what you have learned, it is not the true way. If you attain this way of victory, then you will be able to beat several tens of men. What remains is sword fighting ability, which you can attain in battles and duels. A little bit. Alright. Let's listen to how this sounds. Alright, let us continue. The body stroke. The body strike. The body strike. The body strike means to approach the enemy through a gap in his guard. The spirit is to strike him with your body. Turn your face a little aside and strike the enemy's breast with your left shoulder thrust out. Approach with a spirit of bouncing the enemy away, striking as strongly as possible in time with your breathing. If you achieve this method of closing in with the enemy, you will be able to knock him 10 or 20 feet away. It is possible to strike the enemy until he is dead. Train well. Alright. I'm going to run the washroom really quick, and then for the last 15 minutes, I will read to you the beginning of Chapter 3. The Fire Book. I will be right back. All right. Let us finish this stream with the beginning of chapter 3. Chapter 3. The Firebook. In this, the Firebook of the Nito Ichi School of Strategy, I describe fighting as fire. In the first place, people think narrowly about the benefit of strategy. By using only their fingertips, they only know the benefit of 3 of the 5 inches of the wrist. They let a contest be decided, as with the folding fan, merely by the span of their forearms. They specialize in the small matter of dexterity, learning such trifles as hand and leg movements with the bamboo practice sword. There have been practice swords of various kinds throughout the history of Kendo. Some are made of spliced bamboo covered with cloth or hide. In my strategy, the training for killing enemies is by way of many contests, fighting for survival, discovering the meaning of life and death, learning the way of the sword, judging the strength of attacks and understanding the way of the edge and ridge of the sword. You cannot profit from small techniques, particularly when full armor is worn. Cuirass, gauntlets, sleeves, apron, and thigh pieces, or, according to another convention, body armor, helmet, mask, thigh pieces, gauntlets, and leg pieces. My way of strategy is the sure method to win when fighting for your life 1 man against 5 or 10. There is nothing wrong with the principle, 1 man can beat 10, so 1,000 men can beat 10,000. You must research this. Of course, you cannot assemble 1,000 or 10,000 men for everyday training. But you can become a master of strategy by training alone with a sword, so that you can understand the enemy's strategies, his strength and resources, and come to appreciate how to apply strategy to beat 10,000 enemies. Any man who wants to master the essence of my strategy must research diligently, training morning and evening. Thus, can he polish his skill, become free from self, and realize extraordinary ability. He will come to possess miraculous power. This is the practical result of strategy. Depending on the place, examine your environment. Stand in the sun. That is, take up an attitude with the sun behind you. If the situation does not allow this, you must try to keep the sun on your right side. In buildings, you must stand with the entrance behind you or to your right. Make sure that your rear is unobstructed and that there is free space on your left, your right side being occupied with your sword attitude. At night, if the enemy can be seen, keep the fire behind you and the entrance to your right. and otherwise. Take up your attitude as above. You must look down on the enemy, and take up your attitude on slightly higher places. For example, the camisa in a house is thought of as a high place. The resident of the ancestral spirit of a house. The head of the house sits nearest this place. It is often a slightly raised recess in a wall, sometimes containing a hanging scroll, armor, or other religious property. When the fight comes, always endeavor to chase the enemy around to your left side. Chase him towards awkward places, and try to keep him with his back to awkward places. When the enemy gets into an inconvenient position, do not let him look around, but conscientiously chase him around and pin him down. In houses, chase the enemy into the thresholds, lintels, doors, verandas, pillars, and so on. Again, not letting him see the situation. Not letting him see his situation. Always chase the enemy into bad footholds, obstacles at the side, and so on, using the virtues of the place to establish predominant positions from which to fight. You must research and train diligently in this. The 3 methods to forestall the enemy. A great swordsman or other artist will have mastered the ability to forestall the enemy. The great swordsman is always before his environment. This does not mean speed. You cannot beat a good swordsman, because he subconsciously sees the origin of every real action. One can still see, in kendo practice, wonderful old gentlemen slowly hitting young champions on the head almost casually. It is the practiced ability to sum up a changing situation instantly. The 3 methods to forestall the enemy. The first is to forestall him by attacking. This is called Ken no Sen, to set him up. Another method is to forestall him as he attacks. This is called Hai no Sen, to wait for the initiative. The other method is when you and the enemy attack together. This is called Tai Tai no Sen, to accompany him and forestall him. There are no methods of taking the lead other than these 3, because you can win quickly by taking the lead. It is one of the most important things in strategy. There are several things involved in taking the lead. You must make the best of the situation, see through the enemy's spirit so that you grasp his strategy and defeat him. It is impossible to write about this in detail. The first, Ken no Sen. When you decide to attack, keep calm and dash in quickly, forestalling the enemy. Or, you can advance seemingly strongly, but with a reserve spirit, forestalling him with the reserve. Alternatively, advance with as strong a spirit as possible, and when you reach the enemy, move with your feet a little quicker than normal, unsettling him and overwhelming him sharply. Or, with your spirit calm, attack with a feeling of constantly crushing the enemy, from first to last. The spirit is to win in the depths of the enemy. These are all Ken no Sen. The second, Tai no Sen. When the enemy attacks, remain undisturbed, but feign weakness. As the enemy reaches you, suddenly move away, indicating that you intend to jump aside, then dash in attacking strongly as soon as you see the enemy relax. This is one way. Or, As the enemy attacks, attack more strongly, taking advantage of the resulting disorder in his timing to win. This is the Tai no Sen principle. The third, Tai no Sen. When the enemy makes a quick attack, you must attack strongly and calmly. Aim for his weak point as he draws near, and strongly defeat him. Or, if the enemy attacks calmly, you must observe his movement, and with your body rather floating, join in with his movements as he draws near. Move quickly and cut him strongly. This is Tai no Sen. These things cannot be clearly explained in words. You must research what is written here. In these 3 ways of forestalling, you must judge the situation. This does not mean that you always attack first, but if the enemy attacks first, you can lead him around. In strategy, you have effectively won when you forestall the enemy, so you must train well to attain this. And I think that is a good place to end our reading for today. So we will just do our basic edits. While I do the basic edits, I can say what I'm getting up to. So, if you go to my YouTube channel, where I'm live streaming, a new short has been posted. It's the 3rd part out of 4 for the Force Unleashed scene I did. And then the 4th part comes out tomorrow, and then the day after, there will be the full video that goes up of all the parts combined. So you can see it all together and try to watch it, just parts there. Yeah. That is the plan for that. And the nice thing about that is I'm going to be recording in my new studio space. It's not fully done yet, but it's gonna look really cool. I have like a new stand, a thing for the mic to surround the microphone here. It's like a shield. Excuse me. That should help a lot. Yeah, that should help a lot with the recordings. It's gonna sound good. I got in my my tripod for my phone, so I'll be able to record with it staying still the entire time. And I think there's a mini remote that I can control it with too, which is nice. So that'll be cool. Yeah. So I'm hoping I can record some stuff today. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because my voice needs it, but once I'm had some lunch, I'm going to I'm gonna start getting that ready and hopefully have some shorts ready for the next week. And the first thing I'm gonna do is another Force Unleashed scene, which I practiced, I think. Or I might do Batman. We'll see. I'll probably do the Star Wars scene, because that'll be cool. Anyways, I'm going to export this. Actually, let's just give a quick preview of how this sounds. Let's just see. Chapter 3. The Fire Book. In this, the Fire Book of the Nito Ichi School of Strategy, I describe fighting as fire.
think narrowly. In my strategy. Alright. We'll export this. This will be, so we read page 108 to 116. And if somebody clips these, like, get like a mini audiobook out of this pretty much. All right. I think that exported properly, but let's just double check. Can't be too careful. We'll rename it. Wait, this is fire. Files divide. 52. Wow. That's really good. Really good. Okay. So, as we come to a close, I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that tuned in today. I really, really appreciate it. This, these streams have been, they've been a lot of fun. And I feel like just being able to, you know, practice live and also getting some feedback today, which was great. That's amazing. I love getting constructive feedback. It's all great. It's all amazing. And that's exactly why I wanted to start doing this, you know? I want to show you guys, you know, the process. It's not easy. You know, I know I make it sometimes look really easily with like deep voices that I do that sound really good. Sound okay, you know. But it's hard. It's really hard. But I'm trying to make it fun. I'm trying to make it a fun process, and I've been having so much fun doing these and recording these, and just recently doing these character like video game scripts from scenes it's been a blast. It's exactly the kind of stuff I want to get into. And if you guys have any suggestions for scenes you think my voice would be a good fit in, or you'd like to maybe try, feel free to suggest, because I'm always up for doing new scenes. I'm always looking for more content to do. More scripts to do, I should say. But anyways, thank you so much again to everybody that tuned in, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And by next week, for sure, I know I said that you'd see me in a different place today. Technically, I wasn't wrong. I'm in a fire Christmassy place, but studio-wise. Next week, you will not see this metal arm anymore. You will see a different look. Still have to figure out specifics, but I promise by next week, I will be in a different place for sure. And it's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. And I will see you when we pick up next Monday at 9 a.m.